Let's move to the Pac-12, to the West Coast. It's been the best coast, at least through the half the season. Number 14, Utah at number 18, USC. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Big Fox. And I'm excited about this one because last time that these two played, the reigning Heisman winner showed up with 4-letter word on his fingernails and Utah. And not only did he lose that game to Utah, my man's Cam Rising got up in front of everybody and heard what Caleb Williams had done with his fingernails, with his pedicure, with his manicure, and said, well, I hope he liked it. Legend. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. And you know what? Since Cam Rising has been the starter at Utah, Utah has won 2 Pac-12 championships. However, he has not started a game for Utah all year. And at this point, we are right to think he might not start a game for Utah all year, which means you're going to walk in there probably with Bryson Barnes. And while Bryson Barnes is an FBS quarterback at a Power 5 institution, he ain't no Cam Rising. Cam Rising makes that team different offensively. He makes them a threat, honestly, offensively in a way that you don't feel threatened by Utah. Utah going that way of Duke, going that way of Iowa, built from the defense up. But, you know, that also taken on a USC team that it played pretty bad defensively in all but one. And the one game that they played well in, the offense was historically Lincoln Riley bad, and they lost that game to Notre Dame. You're right to think that the USC offense and Caleb Williams, primarily 3 interceptions in the first half after never throwing more than, 2 in a single game. He ain't going to play that badly the rest of the way. And I don't know that he's even going to play that badly against one of the better defenses they're going to face the rest of the year in Utah. But you certainly got to get a win in this one. And psychologically, it ain't been going your way. Now, you lost the first one, 42-26, 2021, when Clay Helton was there, right? The second one that you lost, 43-42, is, that's 3. 43-32 is Lincoln Riley's first year. And then in the Pac-12 championship, 47-24, which not only secured the consecutive Pac-12 title for Utah, but managed to kick USC out of the CFP and into a Cotton Bowl whooping by something called Tulane. They'll give it up to you. They will. It's about, can you take advantage of it? And if you thought that Notre Dame defense was tough, and it's tough, just wait until you see Morgan Scalley and his tribe storm the Coliseum. You're going to show up like Troy more than pissed Achilles after Patroclus was taken out, and they had made you their Hector. Somebody read the Iliad. That's all I'm going to say. But if anybody can go get it, it's going to be CW, who makes like Aphrodite's favorite son. That would be Achilles. And he can do what he wants most games, right? The Notre Dame game we get to throw as an outlier because that dude's just been outstanding in quite literally every other game that he has played. Even against Utah on one leg, he was still dynamic. I got a hard time just picking against the CW, number 13 on your dial, right? Right there next to, what is it? Inside the NFL now in Live Golf. Right there, next to DC Comics. But in this game, you're facing a team that I think is looking for a reason to get fired up. Just don't give them one. Go into that one being complimentary of Utah, saying all the right things about Utah, and then go get a W, because I think more than anything else, Caleb Williams does enough to fire up Utah and Utah's fans. Maybe he's just going to keep that same energy because that's who he is, but I would not be shocked if he shows up going, it's a great football team. We lost to him. It's time that we get a W. And you better, because the schedule does not get any weaker if you're USC. You still got games left against Oregon, Washington, and UCLA. Okay? And if you run that gauntlet, you still got to play in the Pac-12 championship against perhaps Oregon, Oregon State, Washington, or even UCLA. Right? Or Utah for that matter, right? It's not easy, and it's going to get even more difficult. But you know what? Lincoln Riley's teams have done what we asked them to in November, which is go win. So your November, just think about it starting a couple of weeks earlier. I'm picking USC to win this game. I think that's, again, chalk, right? But I'm picking USC just because I don't think that the offense is going to be as bad as it was against Notre Dame, even though I don't expect the defense to be as good as it was against Notre Dame. But there is no Sam Hartman back there. And there certainly is no Cam Rising we can speak of back there. So maybe USC can make this one into a 2-score win. We'll see. Thank you for watching the #1 college football show. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that you don't miss any of the best college football coverage in America.